Good morning, everybody. I am Amy, your hidden consumer expert. It is Casual Friday around here today. So, shirt is from Claiming Disability, Erin K. Pretty disabled and powerful. That's good, condensation of what I am here. Very clear and concise. There we go. Whew, working with the headache today. Got to make it happen. Big news. I met with my editor yesterday, and my book, The Hidden Consumer, is out for pre-order. Cover has been approved, and I'm just like super beyond excited. Reason I have a headache today is I was so excited yesterday. I was like crying, and then I like did a search for my ISBN number, and it popped up on a Google search, and I was like crying again. And I'm just like, it's a really cool, like this is 3 years of work that has come together. Still have to finish writing the book, getting it through all the edits, but we're close enough that we're to the point now where we're getting it out there so people can pre-order. We don't have a date for release yet. It will be next year. So pre-orders are very important to help us motivate me to write faster, right? No, it's just rework. The words are there already. So let me walk you through a little bit of what's going on. I'm going to show you the page I have created for it. If you want to learn about the book through my website, it's at hiddenconsumersconsulting.com/the-book. You can also just go to Hidden Consumers Consulting, and the book is in my navigation menu. So let me walk you through a few things. This is my book page. It is The Hidden Consumer, Uncovering the Power of Health-Conscious Buyers. And then there is the information about the book, why I wrote it, the background for it, as well as the links to pre-order. This is not just a link coming in through me. So if you want to support smaller bookshops, which I highly recommend, go to bookshop.org, find a location that's near you. Just click on there, choose a bookstore, and it will populate all the nearest bookstores. I'm looking forward to reaching out to, oh goodness, I can't even remember the name. There's one in Moreno Valley. I'm super excited though to talk to. Multiple reasons, but they're close to me, and multiple levels of helping a variety of like minority, LGBTQIA, women-owned bookstore. Like it is everything I want to embrace. So super excited about that. But find your own. If you prefer to shop at the big boys, we've got Amazon, Target, Barnes & Noble. If you're not in the US, we do have options for shopping outside of the US as well. So that's pretty cool. Super big shout out to my editor and team at Broad Book Group in San Diego for helping me get this far. It has been fun. And then, there's information on booking me to speak. This page is going to evolve out, but this is where I am at today. This is the book cover. Some of the things that are going to evolve with this is this book really came from a point of my background and research that I did onto why I was having so many issues. Headaches and migraines had become commonplace. I was to the point where I was becoming disabled due to migraines. I mean, there's plenty of other reasons why I'm disabled, but migraines were becoming debilitating. And in my case, it turned out that the food was a major trigger for me. And as I took more and more food out, the less migraines I had, the less sick I felt. I could finally participate in life again, which led me on this whole journey of determining what's going on with food. And I knew over a decade ago when this journey started for me that I wanted to do something to help impact the food industry positively. The goal here isn't to go out and tell people you need to change the way you make food. No, but we do have to change the way we talk about food and be more transparent. I understand that we're making this huge push right now for even more lab-created foods and less natural. The problem is those lab-created foods are empty calories and have no nutritional value. A lot of that is leading to many health crises that we're seeing across the United States today. So my book, as much as it's going to be very conversational in intent, I'm not going to throw all the data at you in this book. I'm going to do that in white papers leading up to the book release. So if you're into the science, data, nerdy aspect and want to see where my information actually came from, I'm going to be releasing white papers, so I'm titling it right now, on different aspects of the research I did. And I'm going to cite all my resources. Every single resource I used to write my book is going to also be cited on my blog, on my website page, and it'll be connected to the book page. I want all that data out there because a lot of what I have to say to me sounds crazy. And I can't imagine other people not living and experiencing what I've had to live are going to feel, oh, yeah, that sounds totally normal. Like, no, really, it does not sound normal. And why is this happening is really what led. And now I have a background as a historian. I am trained in peer review research, primary sources, all that fun stuff. So I know very well how to do a research paper, which is actually part of the problem with the book is my initial draft was an 80,000 word academic paper. Nobody's going to buy that. And nobody wants to read that. My poor librarian friend who did have to read that for me to kind of help guide me where I was missing, like, you definitely are an information seeker is what she told me. So because of that, it's being rewritten to be conversational, but that's really important data and information that people need to know that this isn't just some random thought in my head. There is scientific evidence stating that the food we eat today is killing us. The top 5 ingredients that were researched are all corn-based, which happens to be what my allergen is. And it's leading to things like kidney failure, chronic inflammation, heart attacks, heart disease, death. Like 5 ingredients alone that are like common, not just in our food, but in our medications and in our cleaning supplies, and they're everywhere. And there's some major problems there. And we really, as a society, have to determine how do we figure out if you want to continue to eat the food you want to eat, go for it. No one should stop you. But we do need to be transparent on how we talk about those ingredients. And that's really what my push for with this book is. And educating the consumer, as well as mostly, though, educating the food industry on what that means to be more transparent. The bigger the company, the more work that's going to be. Absolutely. I'm a business analyst too. I get it. And I know how to work with teams. So I do understand what that's going to look like. But really, if you are in the food industry, in cosmetics, and you're out there trying to do better, you know what I'm talking about. You're like, I see it too. I've gotten sick. I have so many family members that get sick from eating this type of food. I can't buy cosmetics the way everybody else does because, all the issues that exist out there. You're the type of company I want to work with because you've got so many things in place, but you still haven't hit that level where you can reach the hidden consumer with your marketing. And that is who that book is geared for. It's for those people. It's for the consumer who wants to know why we don't do it in our marketing and what it is we're trying to avoid, right? So what is it you should be looking for when you shop for food? But the book is really for the businesses. Who and why do you want the hidden consumer? And what is it we can bring to your company that adds value? And the number one thing we can bring is we know our food's more expensive. I just know it. I cannot shop in a grocery store. That is how severe and sensitive I am. I have to shop only at farmers markets. Now, there was a point, my eggs are way cheaper at a farmer's market than they are at your grocery store. So just going to tell you that. There's not a lot of demand right now, so that helps. But that's what this book is coming down to. It's what is it that's causing our health issues and how do we work around that without changing an entire industry? And it just comes down to how transparent can we become and what are those steps to continue that transparency so that it doesn't do it once and then we forget about it. And that's where I come in, and that's what my company is geared towards doing. And I have strategic partners to help in a variety of areas. So the book is ready. Go to the website, hiddenconsumersconsulting.com/the book. and read up on what the big selling points here are, what my background is for this, and then keep your eyes out where I'll be doing lives again as I come out with the white papers and as I talk about different aspects of the research I did to put this book together, because that won't be talked about in the actual book. The book will be more of the conversation around all that information I already know, but I want you to be able to have access to it as well. And they probably won't be as fun to read as a book. It's going to be very much that you like to read a little bit more of like that educational side. You're going to be an information seeker like me if you're probably going to read a white paper. All right. So with that, thank you all for your support getting me this far. If you want to pre-order the book, swing on over to that website, hiddenconsumersconsulting.com/the book. Pick the option that works for you for pre-order and get that book into your hands as soon as it goes to print. And yes, I've had requests for signing books, and we can talk about that at another time. But besides that, have a great Friday. I hope everyone has great plans for the weekend. And I will see you next week when I am here with the NABO Inland Empire. I'm the chapter president for that group. And we're going to talk about membership and what are the benefits of being a member of not only NABO, but Inland Empire, and what it is we can do for you. So see you next week on Tuesday, and then I'll come and do my actual live that I was planning with graphs and charts and all the good stuff about website traffic and attracting the right people. So have a great rest of your Friday. Enjoy, and thank you so much for all of your support and for everybody that has already pre-ordered the book. I appreciate you. Thank you.